Hey you guys, it's Marie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to be reading Sara. Well, I'm going to be doing a summary. This book called Sara, Book 1. Sara learns a secret about the law of attraction. See? I read this to you guys before, but I didn't do like my intro. I just pressed record and I started reading book, whatever. So I'm going to be summarizing each chapter I read. So right now I'm on chapter 20. Hold up, I gotta go find that chapter. I'm on chapter 27 right now. That's the first chapter I just started today. So I think I'm gonna be reading 5 chapters for. I have a timer that I have to put on. I'm gonna read it until that time. My head is itching really bad. So that's the book, and now I am going to be summarizing it for you guys. So I'm on the chapter 27 or whatever. So I'm gonna start off for. Okay, so I was on another chapter that Sara was talking to Solomon or whatever. So now it started from there. So you probably won't know what it started from. So here we go. So it says, hold up. It says Sara's thoughts kept drifting back to what she and Solomon had was talking about, whatever, what she and Solomon had last talked about. So Sara was like really excited to hold on, I don't know how to explain about like coming to understand something that Solomon seemed to think that was so very important. So but the more time that elapsed since her conversation with Solomon, the more she wasn't sure at all what she had remembered though that. But then Solomon encouraged her to observe others to see how much more often people said no and yeah that. Oh, observe how much time that people had said no, and Solomon was trying to understand. Well, Solomon wanted her to Sara to understand that she was trying to teach her. Sara didn't what Solomon was trying to teach her. Sara never remembered or whatever though. So Sara decided to pay close attention to people saying yes and no. And then Sara's mom was like, Sara, I don't want you to be late. We're gonna have guests over for dinner, so we need to tidy up the place and stuff. So I don't want you to be late. And she was like, we're having company for dinner, so I'll need you to be here about a good amount of time. She was like, we're having we don't want our company to visit us in a messy house now, do we? So Sara was like, oh. So now she says her mom was she was like, oh, my mom said something. And Sara said, okay. Sara sighed. And then she was like, company was not her favorite thing, not even close to her favorite thing. She did not like company. And her mom was like, Sara, I mean it, don't be late. And Sara stopped in the doorway, happily surprised to have found some evidence so early in the morning that supported what Solomon was saying to her or whatever. So she moved slowly, sort of staring off into the distance as she reviewed what she could remember of Solomon's words. Annoyingly, letting cold air fill the living room where she stood in the open door. Sara's mom was like, Sara, don't do that, you're letting cold air in. She was like, oh, another one. And then Sara's father was just finishing pushing snow from the front side out. Sara skipped down, and her father was like, Sara, don't do that, I don't want you to slip or anything. They'll walk away separately. And then Sara grinned from ear to ear. She's like, wow, she thought, this is amazing. Sara did, and then her dad was like, Sara, did you hear me? I said, watch out or you will fall down. Sara didn't exactly hear her father saying no to anything, but this words certainly were pointed out what he didn't want her to do or whatever. And then Sarah's mind was spinning. She went to speak what she didn't want. So, like, she was walking to school. Jason, like, brushed past Sarah and kept on running. And as he was now over a block ahead of her, Sarah began to relax into her own quiet walk to school and to reflect on the amazing events that she had observed over the past 10 minutes. So, Sarah had decided to make a list of the no's that she had heard so that she could sort it out later with Solomon, which was the big old owl that died. Long story, but you need to go check out my other book. I mean, it was the same book, but I was on a different chapter. So you need to go check out that. Hold up. I need to go check out that book so you can see how he died. And because I think in that one I read over there, I was summarizing to my dad. So you need to go check that out, guys. So I'm about to read some more. Let's go. So, and she was like, one was like, don't be late, don't want a messy house, don't like cold air in, don't be late for school, don't want to fall down, not going to be easy, Jason, don't you dare. So that was some of the words that she had heard and that she had said herself. That she had heard her mom and dad say, and some of the words that she had said, like, to herself or whatever. So now, I'm about to read another chapter. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I've already read my other chapter, so now we're about to read that. I wrote it on a piece of paper because, like, this is the book or whatever. Yeah, I was on chapter 28 that I just read. I'm about to be on chapter 29. So let's go ahead. I have it on a piece of paper or whatever. So we're gonna read that or whatever. On my piece of paper, because like this was I wrote down a lot and it's like a long summary. So here we go. My page said Sarah walked home on the last day of school for this year with a strange combination of feelings. Usually this was the like happiest time of the year for her, having a full summer of her solitude ahead of her, not being forced to mix with a room full of different and often uncomfortable classmates. I mean, that's how I feel sometimes too. But on this year, the last day felt different to Sarah. She had changed so very much in its very short years. Sarah walked briskly, breathing in the wonderful spring air, looking ahead, and she was walking backwards for a while. She was eager to see everything and everyone around her. The sky was more beautiful than she had ever remembered seeing it, bluer, deeper in color, and the fluffy white clouds and such stark contrasts were absolutely stunning. Sarah could hear the sweet, clear songs of birds that were like far enough away that she couldn't see them, but their perfect songs are reaching her ears anyway. The feel of the wonderful air upon her skin was truly delicious. Sarah was walking in a state of true. So you see, Sarah. This is Solomon talking to him. Solomon was like, "You see, Sarah. Whooping truly does abound. Solomon, it's you. It's everywhere." Solomon's clear words continued in Sarah's head. "It is everywhere, Solomon. I can see it and feel it. In fact, it's everywhere that it is not just swallowed. A constant, steady stream of well-being flows to you at all times. In any moment, you are allowing it or resisting it, and you're the only one who can allow or resist this constant. You who can allow or resist this constant steady stream of well-being, who can allow in all of the time that we have been visiting. The most important thing that I have wanted you to learn is the process of reducing or eliminating the patterns of resistance as you have learned from other physical people. Because if it wasn't for the resistance that you have picked up along this physical trail, the well-being that is natural to you, certainly the well-being that you deserve will flow naturally to you all. So, I'm about to read the next chapter. See you in a little bit, guys. See you in a little bit. Okay, guys, so this is like the last chapter of the book. I thought there was 30 chapters, but it's only 29. And I already told you guys that I was on 28. So let's go ahead and read that. It says, so you see Sarah. Wait, hold up. I gotta go where I was. Sarah thought back on all of the wonderful conversations she had with Solomon, how wonderful their interactions had been, and Sarah realized that in every case with their single conversation they had, I had wrote this one down too, so, because it was like, I put like, some summaries are little, my summary was like really long, so here we go. Sarah thought back on, I really didn't like, Sarah thought back on all of the wonderful conversations she had with Solomon, how wonderful their interactions had been, and Sarah realized that in every case, with every single conversation they had experienced together, Solomon had been helping Sarah to lower resistance. She thought back on the techniques or games that Solomon had offered day after day. And now, from her clearer perspective, she realized that all along Solomon had been teaching her process to lower resistance. So it's like, wait, the book is over though. Little by little, Sarah had learned to leave her resistance behind. You two are a teacher, Sarah. Sarah's eyes widened and she felt breathless as her favorite teacher of all time announced that she, like Solomon, was a teacher. Sarah felt a warm feeling of appreciation sweep through her and around her. And what you have come to teach Sarah is that all really is well. Through the clarity of your example, many others will come to understand that there truly is nothing to push against, and that in fact the pushing against is the reason for not allowing the well-being. Sarah went to bed early, eager to get back to her conversation with Solomon. She closed her eyes and prayed deeply as she tried to find that wonderful place where she and Solomon had left off. And all really is well, Sarah said out loud with a calm, clear voice of absolute knowing, and then she opened her eyes in amazement. Solomon, who Sarah had seen in weeks, and how hovering just above her bed, but his wings were moving at all. It was as if he was suspended in air, and firstly hanging just above Sarah's head. Solomon said shudderingly, "I am so glad to see you." Solomon smiled and nodded. "Solomon, you're so beautiful." Solomon's feathers were snow white and glowed as if each were a tiny spotlight. She seemed to so much bigger and so much brighter, but it was Sarah Solomon all right. Hey guys, so I'm done reading. I, I didn't read all the chapter because I just told you guys it was like a summary. So I didn't read all of it. Sorry. So, yep, that's the end. I hope you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button and stuff like that. So, I guess I will see you guys in another video. Peace.